Welcome into the I14 Sports Report. Glad you're joining us here on KISD FM 91.3. You can also hear this on various podcast platforms. Just look for I14 Sports Report on those platforms. Yeah, I can say the word. It's also on the YouTube channel, I14 Sports. Also, myKNCT.com has got the blogs there. Some of my past shows are there. Go to myKNCT.com as we got a brand new area set up for the program. How about that? Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you, brother. Schedule for Friday night. Killeen at Chaparral at Georgetown. Georgetown Eastviews at Lake Belton. Those are 7 o'clock kickoffs. Killeen and Harker Heights annual battle in Nolan Creek. I'll be out there for that one. 7:30 kickoff at Leo Buckley. And Cove is going to travel down to Bryan, take on the Bryan Vikings at Merrill Green. Meanwhile, the Gray Wolves headed to Hewitt to take on the Midway Panthers. So we've got some great games coming up for you. And as I said, those 6A games are 7:30s, and the 5As are 7 o'clock, all right? Standing so far in 12-6A, Heights, Cove, and Temple, all 1-0. Bryan is 0-1. Killeen, Shoemaker, and Midway 0-1 in district play. And as I said, Heights is at Killeen, Cove at Bryan, Shoemaker's at Midway. And 8 of 5A standings, Cedar Park, Eastview, Leander, and Rouse all at 1-0. Chaparral, Georgetown, Lake Belton, and Glen all at 0-1. Friday night's games, Chaparral at Georgetown. Eastview is going to be at Lake Belton. Leander at Glen, and Rouse is at Cedar Park. And this week, 10-5A has the week off. The whole district has got a bye this week, so no games this week. But as they sit right now, going into district play, they've all got 0-0. No wins, no losses. So district play starts for them next week, and they'll play at next 5 games, and that will determine who goes to the playoffs for them and get to go. How about that? That's pretty cool stuff. So no game for Ellison, so they got the week off. Of course, we had them out at Raising Cane's. Had a great time. Had my man Sydney out there, Sydney Holland, having an unbelievable year this year. Man, he was just throwing the ball all over the place. He even had Coach Danny Servance and his daughter tapped in and watched from where she is, and that was kind of fun having her on the show via camera, the camera phone. That was pretty cool. Also, Prince Hall came out. Let's move over to volleyball. 12-6A volleyball. Midway 4-0. Cove 3-1. Heights 3-2. Bryan's 2-2. Temple 2-3. Shoemaker 1-3. Killeen is 0-4. Last Friday's games, Midway defeated Harker Heights, Cove defeated Killeen, and Temple defeated Shoemaker. Thanks to Josh Weaver for that information. 16-5A, Chaparral 1-0, Ellison 1-0, Lake Belton 1-0, Belton, Waco, and University all at 0-1. Chaparral defeated University last Friday night, Ellison over Waco, and Lake Belton over Belton. Of course, want to big shout out, big thank you to the folks who support us here at I14 Sports, the folks at the JH94 Foundation, Cloud Real Estate, Modern Appliance, the CTX Syntex Chiefs, Seashells Visuals, also the Clean Veterinary Clinic, and the folks over at Kids Therapy. Is a big shout out to them also for everything they do. Really, all the folks out there who support I14 Sports, thank you so much. When I go out and around town and I see the folks and they shout out to me, hey, I14 Sports, it means a lot to me, makes me feel like I'm actually doing the right thing. So big shout out to y'all for all of that. As we looked at the district standings real quick, I can tell you that in 12-6A, offensively, I tell you what, the rushing offense for Bryan is unbelievable. Passing offense for Killeen is right up top. Total offense for Killeen right up top. On the scoring defense, rushing defense, Shoemaker has the best team in the district. Midway, the passing defense, and the total defense, Midway sits atop in that ranking. Also, some of the guys that are really doing a great job is guys we had on the show here recently. Of course, a great quarterback over at Killeen High. D'Angelo Ingram is already thrown for 1,668 yards. Can you believe that? Of course, Tyreek Wade's having a great year. Hudson Humble has thrown for 14 touchdowns. Tyreek's got 7. We talked, of course, about Sidney Holland. He's in 5A, so he had 10 last week, 8 through the air and 2 on the ground in their ball game. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. Rushing leaders, KJ Ziegler, great kid, also up at the top from Copper's Cove. Also, Caden Butler, another great kid that we talked to last week. You might have seen the interview we did with Caden Butler, after the ball game last week, and that was pretty cool. Receiving leaders, Ty Johnson out there at Harker Heights is unbelievable. Tim the Boatner, Antoine Warren is doing great. He is over at Clean High also. Kai McMillan's having a great year so far for the Harker Heights Knights too. So great stats for the kids as they're doing so well. And we look forward to seeing you out at Leo Buckley on Friday night. It's the only game in town. We'd like for you to go to Waco and support those Gray Wolves as they take on Midway if you can. But if you're going to be in town, Leo Buckley is the place to be. The Nolan Creek Shootout. Yep, named by Ambrose Gonzalez some 20 years ago. This is going to be, I believe, about the 20th, I think we talked about. Yeah, because they didn't play each other a couple of years. But it's going to be a good one. Leo Buckley Stadium, 7:30. I'll be out there with all the coverage, coaches' interviews after the game. Catch all that on the social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All right. Thanks for listening to the show. As always, as Lester Holt and I both say, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.